You're back.
You're excited to see yourself on TV, aren't you?
Hi, Mary.
Mary McDonnell is here. She's with us. She plays an LA police captain on Major Crimes, which started as a spin-off of The Closer and is now in its 5th season.
So here's Mary as Captain Rader getting grief from the deputy chief played by Cameron Manheim.
Hugely successful.
Oh, Sharon. Deputy Chief Winnie Davis is here.
Now? I'm watching an important interview. Tell her I'll be out in a second.
It can't wait. If you could please join me.
If I'm seeing multiple people, she figured out.
I expected more from you, Captain.
Did you not hear about the young woman that we found strangled to death?
You could have kicked that case up to Hollywood.
And violate LAPD policy. Why?
Because when our most overly resourced division blows off training, it sends a message across the rank and file.
Overly resourced.
Conflict.
We like it.
Yeah.
We like conflict.
Yeah.
You know, it is so unique for The Closer to finish, do a finale, and then right away, you start this.
Yeah.
And most of the cast comes with you.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
incredible.
It was extraordinary, and it still continues to be extraordinary because it's grown, it's morphed into its
Becomes its own
form.
animal, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
But what was the pressure in
the
that
pressure
moment?
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was a bit of a, we called her Darth Rader on The Closer, right?
Yes.
And so then we had to, and James Duff and the writing staff, they were brilliant at this, is sort of transition her organically into a protagonist,
Right.
as opposed to an antagonist.
Right.
And that was a very tricky thing, but we had such a marvelous cast, and then Graham Patrick Martin came along and became the, you know, from The Closer, and he became her son figure, and eventually she adopted him, which really opened up who this woman is.
You know what happens, because we're all simple-minded, so people do comparisons right away.
Yes.
You know, do comparisons.
Right.
Did you read all those things, or did you stay away?
Oh, no, I stayed away because I worked so closely and so well with Kira. We had such a good, fun relationship, which also grew during The Closer. And my thought was, it's not going to help me play Sharon Rader to think about what they're saying about the two shows. The only thing that helps playing Sharon Rader is to try to get this squad that hates me to like me.
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you speak of pressure, there's also pressure in the sense of retaining that fan base.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you want to
Absolutely.
make that transition as seamless as possible.
Yeah. What was really helpful is that they loved Sharon Rader as a foil. So the idea that they could be there as part of this transition and watch her transit into another character became very interactive with them. They're really, really smart, our fans.
All right, let's go back a bit. Now we have a piece of tape.
We do have a piece of tape now.
Yeah, take a look at this, okay?
right.
Let's see what we have here.
Okay.
Hello, Barbara. I couldn't call you back until now. I'm sorry. Raymond's in the other room. He just passed out.
Oh my gosh.
No. We're all right.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you did this to me.
All right, what and
Okay.
when? What is it?
All right. This was my first job on camera, and I was playing a woman on As the World Turns, and my set was a piece of wall and a phone. And so every time I came on, I stood in front of that wall with a phone. Sometimes I'd have on a bathrobe, and sometimes I'd have on clothes. But I was taking care of the illegitimate child of the lead actress there. And I was having trouble at home because my husband was abusive, and I was trying to get her to bring the take the child back.
Oh, but you couldn't move to your left or your right.
I couldn't move to my left or my right because you'd be out of the set.
Yeah, got it.
So it all had to be here, and it was all had to be
Larger
here.
question for
Wow.
you. You had a tremendously well-respected career as a stage actor.
Yes,
At the
thank
Long
you.
Wharf Theater for 20 years or whatever.
Well, you know, that's not actually correct.
What is correct?
I worked there, but I wasn't there that long.
All right,
Yeah.
so I read it was wrong. And
No, it's not your
Don't
fault.
trust
No.
Wikipedia.
We tried to get that changed, but it's followed.
So you were with the Long Wharf Theater for
I
30
was.
years.
Arvin Brown, the best.
Go with it.
Absolutely.
But it seems like when I look back on it, well, you made a decision at some point. I got to do this other medium. I have to do television. I have to do movies. Is that accurate?
I don't think it was quite that conscious, but I did know that I wanted to make money, and I wanted to raise my children in an environment where I wasn't gone always at night.
Right.
So to me, it was more natural to be able to be at a set during the day mostly. Of course, there were all-night shoots for sure.
Right.
And then be home in the evening. It just had a little bit more of a process that I understood as a mother.
That makes sense.
So I kind of leaned into that, and fortunately, it worked.
It really worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did Dances with Wolves, and people
Yeah.
were saying, "Who's that actress?" Right?
Oh,
You know,
Here
who
we
is
go.
she?
Dance
You're bringing
with the
back my
Fit.
Now,
entire
by the way,
This is wonderful.
you did do Dances with Wolves, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's her.
Yeah.
I actually did.
What was your character's
yes.
name?
Stands with Fist.
She's been threatening me all morning with this.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's kind of a wonderful thing. She was so independent, and she had such an interesting story. But the idea of that world and the struggle in that world is so relevant today. I mean, truly, obviously,
Right.
we know that.
Well, we of course have to mention Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
course.
I have to.
We
It
do.
would be
President
hurt.
Roslin.
It would be hurt if we didn't mention it.
Well, you know, it was mentioned the other day by Whoopi Goldberg on The View.
Oh, yeah? Okay,
She
there
said
you go.
I was her favorite president.
Yeah.
All the rest
that's
were men,
sweet.
right?
You were my favorite First Lady.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Independence Day, yeah.
Short-lived, though.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
She went down pretty fast
Yeah.
in that helicopter,
Yeah, but
she was a good first lady.
Nobody did it better than you.
Thank you.
Okay. Major
good to
crimes.
see you.
So what's
Thank you
next?
so
A
much.
senator? I don't know.
Oh, I
What
don't
do you
know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You return on a new night, Wednesdays tonight, 9
Yes, everybody, please watch.
On
Yes.
TNT.
Very
Pleasure-
excited.
Pleasure to see
So
you
nice to
again,
see
as
you.
always. By the way,
Thank you.
we were dancing a little bit
We were.
to the Blasters.
Uh-huh.
We were dancing to the
You've got good
Blasters.
moves.
It's,
Okay.
you know, so does
You
he.
used to be a water ballerina, so that's where.
Oh
See?
my goodness,
Yeah,
you
you know
all
it.
know everything.
Yeah, we know
Can I
everything.
just say how much I love Cameron Manheim? Yay!
We all love Kevin Manheim.
I can't
Oh,
wait
that's
till you
fair
see
enough.
her.
Okay.
Yay.